people, entered here, 3v3, Estia Province, blue team. A whole bunch of chaos. We have a minion who's not moving, playing a chaos lord, durable and destructive commander with swoop objects and cannot be suppressed. It's a very good offense and disruption, fights melee in melee combat. This is the Death Guard elite scheme. Are you going to move? There we go. He lives. Alongside Jambi is a chaos sorcerer, offensive and disruptive commander, lots of great manipulation and control abilities. Some decent offense too, begins in melee combat, and this is the Alpha Legion elite scheme. And rounding off this chaos blue team is Solid Grave. What an awesome name. Plays a plague champion, starts off range combat with the damage of a time bolter, can get melee weapons, some decent utility and support, can build turrets and repair, but it's very slow. And what about this? Look out, it's triple Lictor Alphas on the red team. We have Venjitron, we have Madox, and we have maximumbk. Good grief, these are offensive commanders that can infiltrate and disrupt with some awesome offense and a little bit of support too, and they are tearing through heretics right now. One of them forced off. That is who? That is Madox. Venjitron backing away. Good grief. So they're gonna need detectors and suppression, I think, especially in this central area, to just try and control these guys. Double feed the tendrils maybe. It's gonna be a nightmare. Is this maximumbk? Yep. Heretics trying to Doom Blast and control them. I think running into Doom Blast and then backing away would be a good thing and just shoot them down. Hormagaunts pushing through mid. This is maximumbk. Who is it on the west side then? It is Maximum there, isn't it? No, it's Venjitron on the west side. Maximum and Madox in the mid. Pushing all the way through are the Tyranids to the natural VP of blue team, and they are decapping it. A minion with his Chaos Space Marines capping up the west side, unopposed really. Where's his Chaos Lord? Good grief, he pushed all the way through. He's capping this natural wreck point now. 500, 462, it's a 1-to-1 cap. And heretics do not want to fight here, I don't think. They're going in. They are moving in. I would have just hung back and worshipped. But he's going all in with his heretics and they get forced off. And he did a lot of damage though to those Termagants, took out 5 models. Hormagaunts have lost 2 models. Don't think he wants to risk this melee combat, does he? Getting close, and they both retreat out. Hormagaunts almost whacked though. Meanwhile, mid, the Lictor Alpha of Maximum is forced to retreat. This is Venjitron now. All the way over on this other side. Termagants can take garrisons. It's a warrior brood on the way for maximumbk, and that will provide basic synapse to all of the surrounded Tyranids, not just his own. Synapse does affect allies. 467, 462, 2-to-1 for red. Chaos starting to steady themselves, branch out and start capping stuff. They have taken this contested power. I might want to node it, maybe push through and try and tickle this power a little bit. Chaos Lord. Are we going to see the combi flamer from this guy? We see the harness of rage from this guy. This is getting nerfed in 2.3.1. It's no longer going to give him that melee damage, 10% damage buff there. That's going to be removed. Warriors hit the field for Venjitron as well. Lost one of his Termagants though, and they feed the tendrils up for the Lictor Alpha. A self-healing power melee weapon, 63, almost 64 DPS. It's nuts. Look at this, Tyranids completely building up this contested central power. It's very, very risky. Not only could he get it stolen, he could just get it straight out destroyed, and you wasted 425 wreck. But it's been decapped at the moment. Here comes the Lictor Alpha of Madox, who does have that feeder tendrils. So does maximumbk though. Havoc suppressing. For those of you wondering, by the way, what's happened to the official faction wards that I do with friends of mine, people that I know in the game, I'm kind of waiting for 2.3.1, mainly because I want to get some Grey Knights faction wars, which you haven't been able to get a lot of. Grey Knights always in such a flux state, and at the moment their Strike Squad are not working as intended in 2.3.0, so gonna wait for 2.3.1, maybe get a nice Chaos versus Grey Knights faction war. But you're welcome to send in your own, as these guys have done. I'm not sure if they specifically wanted to arrange this matchup or it just happened to fall like this. Well, here we have it, a kind of unofficial faction war type thing. Noise Marines on the field for Jambi. And those of you wondering, maybe want a quick tip about how to get your game casted. When I'm looking at team games to cast, and if you're also wondering why you don't see many 1v1 or 2v2 games on this channel, it's because I get like 25 times more team game replays than I do 1v1 replays. Very, very popular game mode in Elite Mod. But yeah, the first thing I look at is the matchup. If I see a 3v3 game and 5 of the players are Space Marines, which does happen, I'm most likely not going to have a look at that because I don't really like casting or playing in or watching mirrors. So a nice varied matchup with no mirrors on a cool map, and you put yourself in for a good shout for your replay to be looked at least. But let's get back to this game. Solid Grave of double CSM into Raptors here. Jambi with those Havocs and Noise Marines and double Heretics. One thing I actually like fighting Tyranids because you can go such a nice heavy tier 1 and not be too worried about coming up against vehicles in tier 2 quickly that can screw you over. You can go really heavy tier 1, get lots of nice tier 1.5 units out and have some fun killing Xenos. We do have Toxin Sacks up for Venjitron. Chaos Lord in amongst a whole bunch of stuff there. We're trying to tie up the Warrior Brood who do have a Barbed Strangler. 431, 415. It's a 1-to-1 cap kicking off mid, is it? Yes, it is. Plague Champion with his Plague Sword. And he's almost level 2. Plague Sword now gives him plus 70 health, as you can see. Lictor Alpha chasing down Raptors. We'll see how these guys can do with 3 Lictor Alphas on the field. He's going to want to avoid them if he can with these Raptors. Jump in Termagants obviously, and any Zone Thropes that show up tier 2. Gene Stealers on the way for Venjitron. And it's tier 2 for everyone apart from Solid Grave, who's got a zombie Termagant. The Plague Sword, an awesome power weapon that ignores melee resistance. It doesn't actually say that in the tooltip. I think that's going to be put in for 2.3.1. I'll try and get it put in. Ask the modders to put it in, and gives you the create zombies on death thing. Havoc's under some Tzeentch worship, infiltrating his units, giving them that partial revealed damage resistance as well. When the infiltrated unit is partially revealed, it does get some ranged damage resistance, since it's, you know, hard to see for the units and stuff to simulate that. We have Toxic Cysts for the Lictor Alpha, not something you see all that often. Could be nasty for those Heretics though if he drops it. Gene Stealers now fighting the Chaos Lord, and Gene Stealers are freaking awesome. Look at them tear him apart there. Gets the kill of the week though, and is forced to retreat out. They're using their Adrenal Rush there. Extra damage, extra speed, and a self-heal on hit. 411, 415. Does he have the melee synapse? No, he doesn't. He still has Barbed Strangler Warriors. Chaos Sorcerer over here helping out. Been a very topsy-turvy game so far. Chaos have stolen this central power point. You see all the generators are Tyranid generators. Barbed Strangler doing a good job locking down these Chaos Space Marines, and Termagants weighing in as well. Lictor Alpha helping to force off the Chaos Sorcerer. That's the one with the Toxic Cyst. We have 2 Chaos Dreadnoughts, one on the field already, one on the way. Autocannon up by default. 389, 415. Capillary Tower there. The first one, I think. It's hard to see because they don't actually show up on the minimap for whatever reason. Well, do they? I don't think they do, no. Gene Stealers on capping duty. Here's that autocannon Dreadnought shooting up a Lictor Alpha. Feeder Tendrils and Deadly Jump from Madox. Not sure why he's trying to fight this guy though. 372, 415. Tyrant Guard for maximumbk. And a Zone Thrope and Venom Brood for Venjitron. Not wasting any time pumping out those tier 2 units, is he? Here's that Tyrant Guard. Such a fun unit to use. Big lump of hit points. Really nice splash damage as well, and a good special attack that you saw there. Can also go into a shield wall mode, which makes it vehicle armor and gives it some health regen. So it can be a pain in the ass to force off, especially when supported. It does need synapse support though. As you can see, it's painfully slow without synapse. He's pushing it into enemy territory though. Gonna now fight a Plague Champion. Bad news for the Plague Champion. Toxic Cysts, or Toxic Sacks I should say. Lowering his speed there with Crippling Poison. Needs to back away, I think. maximumbk needs to be very careful here. Marcus Inc. CSM are actually really good versus a Tyrant Guard, which is why I usually don't get one versus Chaos, especially triple Chaos. Taking a big risk there. 371, 390. Here comes a Zone Thrope to mid. Madox has lost a lot of stuff. He's getting a Tyrant Guard off his own. And here's another Zone Thrope. This is Venjitron's, and this one is Madox's. Chaos Dreadnought with Mark of Khorne for a minion. Venom Cannons getting shots in from the Venom Brood. They do a lot of damage, these guys. And Zone Thropes can snare. Why is he not doing it? 371, 375. Did he already use it? Now has a 30-second cooldown, of course, the Focus Warp Blast. Uh-oh, special attack for the Blood Rage Dreadnought. Now the Venom Brood can turn and shoot. No, they can't. Okay, here comes another Mark of Khorne Dreadnought and Noise Marines. Lictor Alphas cannot get anti-vehicle weapons themselves, so they are going to be relying on Venom Broods and Zone Thropes to snare. Or tier 3 units, of course. You have 3 Tyrant Guards on the field, a maximumbk with 2 of them, and they are tearing things apart. You need to get some Marcus Inc. CSM up. Solid Grave hasn't got any. Inferno Bolts doing a lot of damage to the super heavy infantry armor of the Tyrant Guard. Down goes the Plague Champion. He has got Plague Marines up, which will help to snare them, but they don't do a lot of damage by themselves. It's another shot which misses. He must have been targeting the Lictor Alpha there. 351, 373, a hectic tier 2, and it's Madox that goes tier 3 first. Not pushing against the power, because here comes Jambi from the mid. He's got an autocannon as well, and they can shred Tyranids really badly, the Chaos autocannons. Melee resistance aura is not present for the Tyrant Guard. It doesn't get it. Chaos Dreadnought does, of course, with the Mark of Khorne. So as you can see, he really doesn't want to fight them. He's backing away. Both the Tyrant Guards backing away. 351, 373. What's going on west side? It's lots of dead Tyranids, but it's going to turn red, I think. Double Heretics trying to repair this Dreadnought, who's moving in. Kind of unsupported here, moving in. Where's the snare from the Zone Thrope? There we go. See his energy go down. That means he's using the Focus Warp Blast, which doesn't go off. Did not go off there. What happened? Uh-oh. Down goes the Zone Thrope. 2 shots, or 2 hits, I should say, on retreat with Blood Rage active. Ouch. Heretics getting owned by Gene Stealers and stuff. Noise Marines, I think, a good tool versus Tyranids. They do really good area of effect damage, and they have that cacophony that you see there. 351, 373. Gene Stealers are forced off, taking autocannon shots. A minion's lost a bunch of stuff, might lose his Chaos Dreadnought as well. Is Jambi gonna warp him out of trouble? He can warp out allied units. 351, 373, but the Dreadnought goes down, and a minion is down to a single Chaos Space Marine squad. Heavy losses then on both sides. These guys are not capping. Armor the Inferno for the Chaos Lord. He had the Harness of Rage before. Icon of Khorne is up and forces off those warriors before they can cap. Lictor Alpha does not want to fight a Mark of Khorne Chaos Dreadnought and runs away. There's another Capillary Tower. They should be destroying these things whenever they see them. Are they going to? Yes, there we go. 351, 373. Still, there's a Noxious Cloud. Ouch, killed a bunch of Termagants. Now, going after these Termagants, is he? And it runs out. We do have a Warrior Brood with melee synapse, adrenal glands on this east side, but no Gene Stealers here. The Gene Stealers are over on the west side and don't have melee synapse. They're doing pretty good though, without it. Chaos still have this contested power mid. 351, 363. Carnifex on the way. The first Carnifex of the game for Madox. And it's Venjitron coming back out of base on the west side. Chaos Lord again pushing all the way up and capping this wreck point. That's pretty annoying. Needs to use Kill the Weak and needs to run away, I think. There we go. Good play from Aminion's Chaos Lord. Capping that wreck point as well. Needs to shoot down these Capillary Towers though. Kicking off mid. That Chaos Dreadnought still a big roadblock for the Tyranids in the middle. There's the Blood Rage. What is it attacking? The Lictor Alpha goes down. So I guess that 351, 335. Now going after that Tyrant Guard. Bloodletters also coming out of the demonic summoning circle from Jambi. Tyrant Guard in a little bit of trouble, might need to turn around here. This one is even further forward, but it's not fighting a Dreadnought. Heretics are wiped out. We do have some Marco Zinc CSM finally for Solid Grave, and look at the damage they are doing to this Tyrant Guard. Are they going to lose all 3 Tyrant Guards here? Looks like they are. Yes. 351, 313. Now the Chaos Dreadnought turns on allied Raptors in the Blood Rage. Needs to wait for it to wear off. There we go. Double Termagants moving up for some reason. And west side is still blue. Not sure how a minion has held this side with barely any units, but he's holding it so far. Lictor Alpha turns around to Cat. He's still got those toxic cysts and nothing else. It's Blastmaster Noise Marines now for a minion. Topsy-turvy game. Solid Grave down to 3 units, a minion down to 3 units, so are Madox and Maximum. That Carnifex is on the field though, no upgrade for this guy, which is pretty strange to see considering he has plenty of resources to upgrade it. Maybe he's just waiting to see what comes out from blue team before he decides. Zone Throat going to try and cap the central wreck point. Not facing these Plague Marines, which is why it's not firing upon them. 346, 294. What's going on west side? Harmony Inferno again doing its thing with Let the Galaxy Burn. There's a lot of tuning stuff here. He's going to need support, I think, from Jambi to retake this side. It looks like Jambi is providing it. Here come Noise Marines. Where's that Blastmaster gone? Oh, here it is. Might get a nice hit on those warriors, perhaps. Uh-oh, Spawn Mine's called in. That was a nice hit on the Hormigaunt, sending some flying. Spawn Mine's called in. That's a Lictor Alpha Global. He needs to detonate, though. And here comes Genestealer's going to catch them. Almost. Lictor Alpha does get away, yes. 322, 294. The west side stays red for the Tyranids, and now they're pushing through to power. They are ramping up. Another Carnifex on the way for Madox. Maximum BK, not far enough, not far away for him getting one as well. But here we see some Chaos Predators, and they're going to be really useful shooting down these Carnifexes, especially with Marco Zinch. Power being bashed pretty badly, and Tyranids have retaken this central power here. Venjitron keeping the pressure up, doesn't want to overextend, which he may have done so here, because those Warrior Brood models are getting owned. Only mass retreats out. Sloppy play, could have backed away there. Chaos Lord is level 3 and decapping. A little bit sloppy from Venjitron. Carnifex taking hits, still does not have an upgrade. No mark for this Chaos Predator. This one is getting Mark of Corn. 294, 294. It's a 1-to-1 cap. Completely even in VPs. Losses all over the place. Down goes the Carnifex. That levels the Marco Zinc CSM to 3. Wow. Plague Marines are now level 2 as well. And they push back on this east side. The Chaos Zone Throat needs to be careful. Predator tank getting shots. Almost goes down. That last shot might have done it if it didn't retreat there. Chaos Sorcerer is incapacitated, needs to be revived. Predators, or I should say Raptors, sorry, with the Sergeant. They do not want to fight Genestealers though, that's for sure. And here they'll come those Genestealers. They have their tier 3 Rending Claws as well. Gives them heavy melee damage and just an increase in DPS as well. 294, 282, tearing apart Blastmaster Noise Marines. Chaos Lord staying in play. Lictor Alpha was doing nothing there. What was that? Wasn't capping, wasn't attacking. Chaos Lord doing a really good job. Would have thought he'd get the Blood Maul and the Demonic Visage, but he's gone for the Icon of Corn. 294, 282, so we might see him get the Lightning Claws and just go straight after these Warrior Brood and Venom Brood models. Down goes the Chaos Lord, stays in the engagement way too long, and these are Plague Marines getting into a melee fight here. Loads of stuff over here now. Jambi has come to support with basically his entire army. Has an autocannon, has a Blastmaster, Mark of Pawn Dreadnought, some Tzeentch worship as well. Predator tank with Mark of Pawn. The Predator tank of Solid Grave also has Mark of Pawn, incidentally. 294, 282. Both the Chaos Commanders down in mid. Lictor Alpha also down. Sorcerer has been repurchased. Trying to formation. The Predator tank warped out of trouble by Jambi there. Not sure if it was in that much trouble, but would have taken a big hit from the Tyranid formation tower. Carnifex on the field with a Venom Cannon for maximumbk. Madox also has a Venom Cannon and he's getting another Carnifex up. So those Predators need to be careful, need to keep moving. Don't want to stand and shoot against the Carnifex because you're going to lose. Carnifex has 1350 hit points. 294, 282. No Havocs. Apart from these guys, no las cannons or anything. Here's a second Carnifex from Madox, while he's third in total. What's Venjitron up to? He's not got any tier 3 stuff, but he's got a lot of stuff. And his Genius is doing well. Raptors are pretty much screwed over here. Well, I'm sure Aminion got them to try and close down the zone thrope and all this backline stuff. But they're in trouble. Genius is anywhere near them, they are in trouble. 294, 265. West side is going to turn red. It's been back and forth over here. Lictor Alpha needs to turn and tie up these guys, surely. Yes, eventually does so and takes a model, in fact. Jambi's Chaos Dreadnought still over here. This guy's done well, level 2. Chaos Lord now wading in, and there's an Imperial Abyss on the VP. Killed a bunch of warriors, I think, from... Yeah, I think he killed the Adrenal Gland warriors. No, they're here. What did it kill? Bunch of stuff for 11 red. Must have just been the 2 models of this warrior brood. Lictor Alpha trying to push mid. Level 3, needs to run away maybe. Chaos Sorcerer, it's the plague champion down. I'm going to say Chaos Sorcerer went down again. He's coming towards the west side, has that rod of warp fire, which might be useful for trying to control those Gene Stealers, because they are running riot over on this west side. Shooting down the Capillary Towers now. 294, 257. Another Carnifex on the way for maximumbk. It's the march of the Carnifexes. Was anyone expecting anything different? You need to plan for the Carnifexes if you're fighting Tyranids, especially if you're fighting 3 of them. Another Chaos Predator, this time for Aminion. You have some big tier 3 armies here. 2-1 for the Tyranid team. Lictor Alpha throws a bunch of stuff aside. Little cheeky flesh hook from short range as well. Raptors might wipe on retreat maybe. Just about get away. No, they don't get away, in fact. I thought they were going to make it out. Chaos Predator doesn't want to sit there while Gene Stealers with Rending Claws moving. Wow, look at the damage. Adrenal Gland Warriors there as well, does not last long. Tried to support it with a demonic shield, but wasn't enough, and down goes the Sorcerer. Venjitron with Jambi with some sloppy play there. Took way too long to react to that horde of Tyranids closing down on his Chaos Predator. Here's another one, and it's another Mark of Pawn Chaos Predator. Dreadnought in a little bit of trouble. Venom Brood are there. There's the Blood Rage, and there's another Imperial Abyss on a massive blob of Tyranids. Wow. Superbly hit. Abyss wipes out the Gene Stealers. Venjitron got hit really, really badly. An awesome Abyss. Who was that? No idea. Maybe Jambi? I think it was Jambi. Good grief. Venjitron needs some support now. Chaos Predator getting backed off by a Carnifex with Thornback charging in. This guy getting a nerf in the next update, going to be down to 1650 hit points rather than 1875 at level 1. 225, 257. Still very, very close on VPs. Venjitron, I mean, losing his Gene Stealers was bad, but I don't think he actually lost another squad, so just lots of reinforcement for him over there. And he can get maybe a Swarm Lord up or something to support his big blob. 217, 257. Solid Grave does have the red for a nuke of his own. Carnifex here with 11 hit points trying to get away. Raptors going to jump after him and finish him off. Actually shot him in mid-air there. They have their melter guns. awesome. Raptors with melter guns are awesome. Get a melter bomb as well. 217, 253. This Carnifex needs to be careful. Why are you pushing? Gets hit by a Plague Marine shot. It might get chased down here and taken out. These Termagants need to be lively. Oh, they don't have toxin sacks, so they can't slow down these Plague Marines. It might just be the Predator tank that finishes it off in a way. I think that's a dead Carnifex. But what's going on? West side. Venjitron not learning. He's still blobbing his stuff up like crazy here. Those Plague Marines should be tying something up in melee combat. Here comes that level 3 now. Chaos Dreadnought from Jambi. 217, 231. Chaos Lord down. Sorcerer down. Plague Champion down. All three, no, not little. Venjitron's Lictor Alpha's down, but the other two are up. Carnifex with Thornback going after the Mark of Khorne Dreadnought. Also a Venom Cannon, but Jambi gets it out of trouble again. 217, 219. Teleports it back to his corpse, of course. Marcus Inc. CSM, they seem to be pushing in drips and drabs over here, the Chaos players. They need to push as one, because there's 2 Tyranid players here now with good armies. They need another good nuke from Solid Grave, perhaps. Does he still have enough? No, he spent some red on something. Maybe it was a touch of Nurgle or something. Swarmlord on the way for Venjitron. Zoanthrope getting shots in. And the Lictor Alpha's going to town on Blastmaster Noise Marines. Ouch. Are they going to lose them? Nope, they live just about. 205, 216. Chaos Predator getting some repairs. Maybe a little bit unfortunate that the Plague Champion wasn't on this side. He could have done some good things with turrets and his Nurgle Shrines, maybe. Double autocannons. These things are seriously painful. Forced to unset up though by the Formagons. This Carnifex in a little bit of trouble trying to force melee combat, but Plague Marines are there, the tank is there. Here comes a Mark of Khorne Dreadnought and a massive engagement here, I think. 184 VPs for the blue team. Can they get this VP back? They're running out of time. Running out of VPs, more importantly. Big counter push though now by Chaos. That Lictor Alpha in the backline causing chaos. Melter gun Raptors. Surely they can finish off this Carnifex. Where's the melter bomb? There it is. And another abyss, this time from Solid Grave. Ouch. And they just get imploded. Venjitron eating 3 Imperial abysses on this side. And got hit pretty badly by all of them, really. 160, 216. There's a ton of formation. Auto cannon, Chaos Terminators, down goes the Carnifex. A really good counter push there alongside that nuke. Still at least 2 Carnifexes. In fact, there's soon to be 4 Carnifexes to deal with. Can they take down this one? Swarmlord on the field. Here he is. Super unit for Tyranids. Allows you to reinforce off him and gives you a speed bonus. And not too shabby in combat himself. 142, 216. That Carnifex lives. Big Blastmaster hit. Where is the Doom of Manantai? It gets triple chaos, you don't have it. Chaos Terminators might lose a model. No, saved by the Robes of Torment. Well, the Swarmlord is still chasing. We do have a Lightning Claws. Chaos Lord level 5, 100 DPS, power melee, 126, 216. Big fight still raging on this west side. Swarmlord needs to be careful. Needs to be very careful. Might lose this thing, in fact. He pushed it up way too far. Getting snared by Plague Marine shots, I think. Yeah, he loses the Swarmlord. Spore Mine is called in. Good place to call him. 110, 216. Termagants and Hormagons getting away there. Here comes another push from the Tyranids. And they still have this VP actually. Chaos Lord now trying to decap it. It's going to be close. Chaos Sorcerer goes down again. How many commander losses for the blue team? The Plague Champion is still down in the same position, level 2 with that Plague Sword. Lictor Alpha now pushing through mid to decap their natural, it looks like. can the Chaos team now set up shop on this west side? Some shrines would help, especially some Nurgle shrines. We see some Nurgle worship here from Solid Grave, helping out his Chaos Predator. 98-216. Blastmaster gets a big shot in. Warrior Brood stubbornly trying to cap here, but they can't quite manage it. Carnifex again getting too close. Need to get Venom cannons up on his guys. This one does have one, but goes down. Why did he stop? Might have gone down anyway if the Chaos Predator chased. And now blue team are going to take this west side. Lost their natural, but they have good armies on the field. Those double autocannons are awesome to spread them out a little bit. Chaos Terminators, as we've seen from Solid Grave, doing some really good work already with their autocannon. They're going to run out of steam if they just keep getting Carnifexes. They need a Doom or Manatite. Some Zoanthropes, got to mix it up a bit. 56-216, there's the 2-1 for the Tyranids, that they have both the natural still. Plague Champion repurchased, getting affected armor. He struggled on this side, Solid Grave. I think he's been over on the west for a while though. Hasn't kept his power consistently. Has been hit by two players a few times though. 45-216. Zoanthrope level 2 for Madox. This thing's still around. Another Carnifex. Get a Doom of Manatite. Plague Champion taking his natural back, but under serious pressure immediately. The Tyranids doing a good job avoiding that west side. They have to come over and help. There's another Abyss. And again, it's on Venjitron stuff, but he managed to avoid the worst of it this time. And the Capillary Tower goes up. Speed bonus all round, apart from Carnifexes. 45-204. Uh-oh. Dragging allied Chaos Terminators into the Imperial Abyss. They don't lose the model. And what the blue team do? They got to kind of float around this area, I think, and be ready to defend both sides. Looks like the Tyranids are pushing west again. It's Venjitron. Double Zoanthropes are there. One from Venjitron, one from Madox. Ormagaunt's running into a whole lot of trouble, and Robes of Torment slowing down the rest of the forces. 45-184. Now they're free, but they force off to retreat. Chaos Terminators with Power Fists. Lictor Alpha going to town with Thighs and Talons there. Does go down. Blue team just cannot hold their natural at the moment. Here's a Carnifex now causing problems. Thornback. We're going to take out the Plague Champion. He's completely forgotten about him. Down he goes. 45-183. Now this Carnifex is in trouble. Another Autocannon Dreadnought, a Mark of Khorne Dreadnought, and an Autocannon Havoc Squad is taking a lot of damage here. Should be able to get away. There were no snares and charges away, in fact. West side. March of the Carnifexes, double Venom Cannons, and an unupgraded one for Madox. Doesn't have the requisition to get an upgrade, it seems, or the upgrade he wants in a way. Maybe get a Barb Shangler up on one of them. Swarmlord now for maximumbk. The first Swarmlord didn't last very long, did he? Here is the Plague Champion back on his feet. Sorcerer now level 5. Chaos Lord now level 6. On his way to level 7 as well. How are Lictor Alpha is doing in terms of level 7, level 4, and level 4. This guy has Menacing Visage. Tyranids need to retake this west side. Much easier said than done though. They are persisting with these Chaos Predators, aren't they? Level 3 this one, done well. More Spore Mines. These Carnifexes getting way too close. Way too close. Gonna lose at least one of them, I think. Maybe not. Maybe not. Plague Marines are shooting at the wrong Carnifex. 43-183. Venom Brood. Sorry, Warrior Brood on top of these Plague Marines. Chaos Space Marines even. Level 4 with Marcos each. Doesn't want to lose these guys. Completely forgotten about him, I think, aminion. There he goes. Now he's remembered. Are they going to get away? Does he have a flesh hook there? I guess not. Carnifex goes down. Both of them. Are you serious? Why did you sit them there for so long? 30-183. Both those Carnifexes down. Madox now has nothing on the field. They do have the 2-to-1 cap though. Can they hold this west side for victory? Madox seems to think it's theirs. We might see a triple cap. Oh, maybe not. Here comes a Swarm Lord and a Warrior Brood, forcing off those heretics. They are unable to even decap there. But can the Tyranids keep this west side? I don't think they can. This stuff needs to move up. Double Plague Marines there on capping duty. Really good capping unit, of course. Hormagaunts with Adrenal Glands and Endless Swarm, and they are level 4. Good grief. 38 hit points on those guys. There's the 1-to-1. Gonna be a 2-to-1 for blue, but there's stuff marching through the mid. It's gonna be close. The Chaos team cutting it very, very fine here. This is gonna at least be decapped, you would think. Lictor Alpha is gonna try and do so at level 4. No, he's gonna tie up those Chaos Terminators with his feeder tendrils and leave it to Term against the cap. Down goes the Chaos Predator. A good chase there. 10-171. Lictor Alpha tanking Terminators pretty damn well, but is forced to back away. Oh, he retreated in fact. Havocs need a safe place to set up, and Termagants forced off the cap. It was decapped but nothing more. Now the Swarm Lord and Carnifexes are extended very, very far. Are they overextended? We shall see. There's a bunch of autocannons and Plague Marines firing at them. Gonna lose at least the Carnifex, I think. 9-168 is a single cap for Tyranid, is kicking off on the west side also. And it's a Lictor Alpha capping. Trying a formation. Imperial Abyss. How many nukes in this game? There's a single cap, and the Tyranids take it. Despite Madox's heavy losses late game, they are able to keep the capping game going, and I think really importantly, put pressure on this VP right at the death. So blue team couldn't just camp the west side, they had to defend here, which split them, and they took advantage of it. So good play at the end by the Tyranid team. Some crazy action. Venjitron got hit by at least 3 nukes. I think, was it 4? I'm not sure. He got hit badly by 2 and I think avoided another one. Aminions Chaos Lord level 7 at the end, and level 5 Chaos Sorcerer. Level 3 Plague Champion was down for a lot of the game. Did have Icon of Nurgle at the end. These Lictor Alphas level 7, level 4 and level 4. Crazy, crazy stuff. I'm sure I missed tons of it. But thanks for watching guys. Hope you enjoyed it, and I'll see you next time.